If you play something cool like, say, the electric guitar, you know that lots of women find your instrument irresistible. However, if you play something like, the kazoo, you probably don't even know what a woman is. That's because whether you realize it or not, you've chosen an instrument that repels women. It might seem cool to you, but trust me, if you play one of these instruments we're going to talk about, no woman is going to want to talk to you, let alone play with your instrument. In a past video, I told you about the best instruments for picking up chicks. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the best instruments for scaring them away. If your goal is to repel as many women as possible, these instruments work like bug spray. You certainly won't have to worry about having any hotties buzzing around you if you play any of the following instruments. Number 1. Ocarina. Nothing says I'm a Nintendo nerd like playing the ocarina. In fact, you look more like a Nintendo nerd playing the ocarina than you do playing an actual Nintendo. Apparently, the ocarina has been around for like 12,000 years, but no one seemed to give a shit until it was featured in one of the Zelda Nintendo games. I'd certainly never heard of an ocarina before Zelda, and don't lie, neither had you. But being the huge Zelda fan you are, when Ocarina of Time came out, you just had to go out and get one. And ever since, you haven't been able to go out and get 1 second of attention from a woman because you take your stupid ocarina with you everywhere you go. When you look at your ocarina, you see a magical instrument that has the power to summon powerful allies, open hidden doors, and even transport you through time. When a woman glances at your ocarina, she sees what looks like a potato with a bunch of holes punched in it. The ocarina is an ugly instrument that sounds like shit. No one but the nerdiest of video game geeks even knows what they are. Playing the ocarina is guaranteed to scare away 99.99999% of women. However, in the incredibly unlikely event that you someday meet a female Zelda fan, a game with a male-to-female player ratio of about 10 million to 1, your bizarre ocarina mating call songs might actually work. But to the 99.9% of women who don't have a Triforce tattooed on their arm, they're going to think that playing the ocarina is about as lame and outdated as doing the Macarena. Number 2. Accordion. Few instruments will give you the opportunity to look as stupid as the accordion can. An attractive woman will run away from an accordion player faster than a cheetah will toward a wounded gazelle. These instruments look stupid, sound like shit, and repel women like garlic repels vampires. Actually, accordions repel female vampires even better than garlic does. If a piano somehow managed to knock up a typewriter and they had a baby, you'd get the accordion. It's a goofy-looking instrument that you have to strap across your chest to play. In addition to sounding bad, accordions just look fucking awkward. They're one of the only instruments that change size while you're playing it. I guess this could come in handy if you run into a bear and you want to make yourself look bigger to scare it away. But you'd probably have better luck if you just started playing your accordion. Bears don't want to hear that shit any more than women do. I've never met a woman who thinks the accordion is sexy, just like I've never met an accordion player with a girlfriend. So don't be surprised when your accordion playing is met with nothing but disinterest from women. Since anything's possible, maybe someday poker will become popular and accordions will become cool. But until then, strapping what looks like a Commodore 64 with lungs to your chest is a surefire way to repel women. Number 3. Bagpipes. Accordions aren't the only awkward, goofy-looking instrument that send women running in the opposite direction. Bagpipes do a pretty good job, too. This instrument looks exactly how it sounds, like a bag with a bunch of pipes sticking out of it. And the bagpipes sound exactly how they look, like shit. The bagpipes sound like a feral cat that somehow manages to get itself stuck in a vacuum cleaner. Their loud, droning sound has historically been used in a variety of ceremonies and to rally up troops on the battlefield. If you're trying to rile up a group of 17th century Scottish warriors, bagpipes will get the job done. But if you're trying to turn on a 21st century woman, blowing on bagpipes will get you about as far as puffing on crack pipes. Now, I know what you corn fans are thinking. Hey Ellis, what about Chutes and Ladders? Okay, fair enough. You got me. There's one cool song with bagpipes in it. But can you name another? I'll wait. That's what I thought. Don't let the fact that Jonathan Davis plays the bagpipes trick you into thinking that women find them attractive. They find him attractive because he's the lead singer of freaking Korn. But no woman has ever uttered the words, "Guys who can play the bagpipes are my type." When they see you with them, to the right, they're gonna swipe. I hate to tell you, but you're living in denial. Denial of the fact that my brand new album, Denialism, just dropped on all streaming services and is even available as a physical CD. It's 12 tracks of raw, unapologetic chaos inspired by punk rock, metal, and all the other genres I'm always talking shit about. So if you enjoy loud music with fun, lighthearted themes like nihilism, class struggle, loneliness, and existential dread, Denialism is out now. So go stream, download, or buy. I don't care why. Maybe you like me and want to show your support. Maybe you think I suck and you want to hear the album I spent a year producing entirely by myself just so you can go and relentlessly make fun of it. Either way, I don't care. Just go stream, download, or buy my new 100% DIY album Denialism. Link in the description. Number 4. Any phallic-shaped instrument. No matter how skilled you are with your instrument, even if it's capable of making the world's most beautiful music, no woman is going to get turned on watching a guy play an instrument that kinda looks like he's sucking a dick. I'm talking about things like oboes, bassoons, flutes, recorders, kazoos, didgeridoos, whistles, pipes, clarinets, and lots of other penis-shaped instruments. While the bagpipes look like a bag full of dicks, these instruments each basically just look like a dick full of holes. Some women say it's not the size of a guy's unit that matters, but how skilled he is at using it in the bedroom. Yet all women will tell you that no matter how big or small your phallic-shaped instrument is, no matter how skilled you are at playing it, at the end of the day, it still looks like you got a dick in your mouth. And to the average woman, there's nothing sexy about that. I should, however, point out that if your goal is to repel women and attract men, whether you're a man or woman yourself, playing any of these instruments will work wonders. When I see a chick with, say, a clarinet, when she brings it up to her lips, my hetero guy brain can't help but think, that could be my dick. And I have to imagine a similar thought process for my gay friends when they see a guy double-fist a didgeridoo and stick it in his mouth. But for you straight guys trying to attract women, if you ever hope to get your dick in her hands, I'd strongly suggest keeping any of these dick-shaped instruments out of yours. Number 5. Any percussion instrument besides a full drum kit. Though drummers who play a full kit often repel lots of women, a small percentage are actually attracted to rock drummers. Like, really attracted. But the percentage of women who are attracted to percussionists who play anything other than a full drum set is exactly 0. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me, is something you might hear a woman say. What you'll never hear one say is, hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, watching you play an instrument so easy a 4-year-old could master it is really turning me on. To a woman, watching a guy play the tambourine is about as sexy as watching him read a magazine while eating a tangerine. Though the tambourine is great at repelling women because it has both drum and little cymbals that can make a variety of annoying sounds, there are lots of percussion instruments that will send women marching in the opposite direction. I'm talking about things like cowbells, gongs, triangles, bongos, timpani, woodblocks, shakers, maracas, wind chimes, and xylophones. None of those instruments are even remotely sexy to women. Some guys might find words like bongos, maracas, and shakers to be sexy, but only insofar as they act as euphemisms for breasts. If you're trying to impress women with some of these percussion instruments, believe it or not, you actually can. However, there's a catch. You have to be under the age of 7. But if your little elementary school ass can play Mary Had a Little Lamb on the xylophone, or you could rock the intro to Richard Strauss's Sunrise on the timpani, I guarantee women will be impressed. But what they won't be is turned on unless you happen to be playing Mary Had a Little Lamb for Mary Kay Letourneau. Number 6. Keytar. Even though pianos are usually classified as percussion instruments, I didn't mention them in number 5 because they don't repel women. And I haven't mentioned guitars anywhere because they also don't repel women. Quite the opposite, in fact. So you'd think that an instrument that is half piano, half guitar would have hotties lining up around the block to watch you play it. Yet every time you pick up your keytar, every time you even display it, women say it sucks, then vanish from sight, leaving you out of luck. Ah, shucks. Though the modern keytar became kinda popular in the 1980s and became kinda cool never, this silly-ass instrument has kinda been around for centuries. While the keytar is a portable keyboard you wear around your neck, the orfica was a portable piano worn around the neck created in the late 18th century, which means guys have been repelling women with wearable keyed instruments for hundreds of years. Keytar players, or keytards as they like to be called, love their instrument because it allows them to move around on stage as they finger its keys. And while I can't quite put my finger on why keytards look so fucking stupid, I can guarantee that you won't be fingering any women if you play this instrument. You might be able to move around freely on stage, but no woman is going to put the moves on you. Not for free, anyway. Number 7. Theremin. While playing any of the instruments on this list ensures that no woman will ever want to touch you, the theremin is the only instrument that you can play without touching it. If making noise by waving your arms around like a maniac is something you're interested in, then the theremin is the instrument for you. Just don't expect any women to be interested in you if you play this stupid, futuristic-looking but 100-year-old instrument. In 1928, a Russian inventor named Leon Theremin patented this abomination of a musical instrument. Rumor has it that Leon was a closet homosexual who invented the theremin in an attempt to create a device that would efficiently repel women. Since I just made that rumor up, it's probably not true. But what is true is that regardless of why it was invented, the theremin does repel women quite effectively. Rearrange the letters of theremin and you get men there. That's because whenever you play your theremin, all nearby women disappear and you're left with only men there. No woman is going to get turned on watching you flail around making weird, high-pitched sci-fi noises. If you're trying to turn women on and pick them up, put your arms down and turn your theremin off. And there you have it, 7 instruments that instantly repel women. Although, since numbers 4 and 5 are both groups that contain dozens of instruments, this video should have been called 57 Instruments That Repel Women or something like that. But the name of the video isn't important and doesn't change the fact these instruments scare women away. It also doesn't change the fact that I'm totally full of shit. The truth is, no instrument in and of itself has the power to repel women. That ability lies solely in the performer. A smart, funny, charming triangle player is going to attract a lot more women than an awkward, asocial guitarist. It's not what you play, it's how you play it. Whether your instrument is the electric guitar or the electric cowbell, doesn't matter. If you play it with passion, some women will be drawn to you. Depending on whose hands it's in, any instrument can be attractive and any instrument can be repulsive. As long as you're not sitting around playing the skin flute all day, your choice of instrument will have little bearing on how you're perceived by women. If you want to be less repulsive to the fairer sex, you need to put a fair amount of effort into yourself in addition to your instrument, whatever that may be. And then maybe, just maybe, you may be able to play the timpani without being scary to every lady that you see.
You're so annoying.
If you want to hear some of my original music, my new album Denialism just dropped on all streaming services and is also available as an actual physical CD. Link in the description. If you like this shirt, it's available in lots of colors and sizes at musicbesharp.com along with lots of other funny music-related merch. Link also in the description. And if you want access to special episodes of Music Be Sharp, visit my Patreon page where you can find exclusive content, get early access to regular videos, and more. Now, go listen to my new album, Denialism, on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever else you listen to music.